All right, everybody, what's up? It's Rafi West here. Um, I didn't get any responses, maybe because I don't have enough people who watch the video, but on this channel I do lotto systems, and so there's some big jackpots coming up, and so I wanted to try and take one down for you guys. Um, I've had numerous wins in the past. Obviously I'm not going to reveal what. It wasn't a humongous one, otherwise I may not be on this channel, although I like it. I'm beginning to like making videos, so I may still be on this channel. But I went and I did an analysis of the upcoming Mega Millions jackpot. And the first thing I wanted to say, see, I don't know how long this video is going to take. I was very eager to make it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if you can bear with me, and I did the research for this upcoming, and I want to give you guys some tips, some number ranges, things like that. Okay. So the first thing I want to say, a real quick couple of things is number one, as a reminder, whoever has a system out there that tells you you are guaranteed to win is full of it. They are lying to you. No one can guarantee you anything. The only thing guaranteed in life, as you may have heard, are death and taxes. That is it. So anyone who tries to sell you a system, give you one for free, give you picks, anything like that, um, and says there's a guarantee you will win, they are lying. So I'm not going to tell you there's a guarantee. But when it comes to the lottery, there are two kinds of luck that you have to go with. There's a thing called dumb, like stupid luck, and then smart luck. Um, which I don't know if those phrases are copyrighted because, after all, I did learn this from books and other people and have done the analysis for you guys. But there's smart luck and there's silly luck. So silly luck would be buying quick picks. So as my first tip is, don't buy any quick picks. Do quick picks whenever, yes, but the chances, first of all, the chances of hitting the lotto are already humongously against you. Quick picks will just put you further on that. Don't buy quick picks. Save your money. Go get yourself a coffee or some tea or something like I'm having. Don't don't buy quick picks. So now you want to pick your own numbers. Um, a lot of people like to pick the calendar numbers for birthdays and anniversaries and things like that. And I believe there's going to be a winner this evening because the numbers that are going to come out are going to probably be the low numbers. So keep that in mind. In Mega Millions, the number field is 1 through 70. So 1 through 35 would be considered the low numbers. 36 through 70 would be considered the high numbers. I think there's going to be, and because of that, there will be a winner because um, lower numbers are more anticipated to come out than higher numbers. So keep that in mind. So feel free to go ahead and play your anniversaries, your birth dates, special dates that you have in mind, the age of your children, um, you know, things like that. Because the charts are favoring the lower numbers this evening. And like I said, those are 1 through 36. So feel free. Now, don't play numbers like 1 through 6, which I believe has never happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, go get yourself a coffee, go get yourself some tea. You're better off. Okay? By the way, I'm having titanium tea. Titanium tea, which is a mixture of ginger, turmeric, and pu'er tea. You combine those together and it's titanium tea, a very good and probably better alternative to coffee. And I needed it for this research, titanium tea. Try it. Anyway, so lower numbers are favored tonight. Now, when it comes to the lower numbers, I would pay really close attention to the group numbers 11 through 19. If you're going to have any numbers, pay close attention to the groups 11 through 19. And one thing else, see, what I do is I wheel numbers. And what that basically means, you see, I may have to make another video for the wheeling, but today I'm going to give you a lot of information about numbers to focus on, concentrate on, and pick. And then probably at the end of the video, I'm going to put up a group of numbers. Wheeling means it's like a system that you pick. So let's say Mega Millions has 70 numbers. So you pick, it's good to wheel at least half of the number field. So you pick, let's say, even like 20 numbers to 35 numbers. And you're going to play them in a specially calculated way. And you're hoping to trap the numbers, the 5 numbers in that wheel of numbers. You're hoping to trap them. And obviously, if you trap them on one game, you win. Even if you win lower prizes, keep that in mind. I mean, most of the time you win nothing, right? Playing quick picks and doing all this other stuff. So that's what wheeling is basically. And I'm going to put a link in the description to a book about wheeling. But the wheels look like this. You know, it's going to have like A through F, for example. And you would put the numbers in there and then fill it out accordingly. And there's all different sizes of wheels and things like that. So wheeling, I'm going to have to just try to keep in mind that what wheeling is it is trying to trap a set of numbers, you know, so the 5 winning ones are within there. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a set of numbers to wheel. If you already know how to wheel, fine. If I can get to the video about how to wheel, I will before the drawing. But that's what that is. So if I was wheeling this evening, I would pay special attention to 11 through 19, okay? Now, most likely it's going to be a slightly more even numbers than odd mix. So a 3 even, 2 odd mix, which I believe wins 65% of drawings. I believe this evening will be more even numbers than odd. So you keep that in mind also. So maybe 11 through 19, maybe you'll want to play 12, 14, and 18, you know, and then 2 odd numbers within that field, or pay attention to these other parameters that I'm going to be telling you, okay? So it's going to be more even than odd, slightly more, not much more. I can't say 5 even, 0 odd, or anything like that, because if I did, believe me, I would let you know. So slightly more even than odd. I would say a 3 to 2 even to odd ratio. Okay? Now, even the lower numbers, I'm leaning to more lower numbers. Once again, on a slight ratio as well. So if I were playing, I would put 4 low numbers and 2 high numbers. You know, or like I said, if you want to go all low numbers, you can. More low numbers. I believe low number, that's why there will be at least a winner or more than one. When it's lower numbers, more people win because, like I said, more people play the calendar years and things like that. Okay, now, also, I broke down the groups even further. Like I said, it's showing an emphasis on low numbers. Okay. 6 through 10, in that range again, 6 through 19, 6 through 10 especially. So 6 through 19 we now have in between that range. Also 21 through 30 in that range. Very strong reading and anticipation of that. When I say anticipation, that means you should bet on it. The odds are in your favor. I'm giving you what the odds are in your favor. Okay? And then, if you wanted to throw a high number, the only thing that I saw is keep in mind 55 through 59. In between 55 through 59 looks like a good chance if you want to throw in some high numbers. Okay? Now, moving on here. Moving on. Now, I'm going to tell you another range. You know, and like I said, I'm going to probably throw all these numbers up on the screen. Okay, but I want you to hear this so you know which ones are more anticipated than others, which ones are more favorable. Okay, now, once again, low number emphasis. I gave you some ranges. Even I gave you what was it, 21 through 30. Very strong reading there. The number 2 comes up pretty strong. Still under the low numbers. You know, 21 through 30 super strong, then more lenient, but still going up from there are 31 and 34. 31 and 34, but focusing on that 6 through 10 super strong, 11 through 19 a little less strength, but still within there. 21 through 30 super strong, but 31 and 34 still there. Okay, now moving on here. Now, the numbers from the last drawing, the last one of those numbers very likely to repeat. The last drawing was 15, 23, 53, 65, and 70. I wouldn't rule out that one of those numbers you should probably include somewhere in there. Don't include all of them, but throw one of those in there because a likely repeat may occur from there, okay? Don't be surprised if you see a likely repeat from the last drawing, the last Mega Millions drawing. We're talking about Mega Millions now, okay? Now also, some other numbers here. Once again, that low range, 27, 28, 32. And now getting into the high, if you want to throw a couple of high ones, 41 and 69, okay? 41 and 69. Now, if I had to choose a repeat number, it would be 15, 28, 15, 27, or 28 as a repeat and as the higher strength numbers. Okay, but you know what? Let me give you the full thing. Any numbers with the last digits of 5, 6, 7, and 8, fair game to throw in here. Don't throw any numbers with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those double digit numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9, you could eliminate. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keeping in mind the other variables. Okay? Another thing. Let's see here. A few more things. When you throw in other numbers, look at the past numbers. It's going to be a lot of numbers that haven't been out for a while. So low numbers, but that haven't come out for a while. Okay? The last, you know, throw in some numbers that haven't come out for a while since I would say the end of the summer. No, since the beginning of the fall, around the last few weeks, let's say, okay? Throw that in there. Okay, here we go. The most important number ranges, like I said, I'm going to throw these up there. You know, it's hard to explain to you how I got these. Ultimately, you would like to wheel these, like I said. I'm going to put the book in the description. Ultimately, you would want to wheel these, but and also I might do another video on a percentage system that I have, and I got separate reading for that, actually. Similar, but not really. Um, but yeah, it's going to be low numbers, more even than odd. And I'm going to put the numbers up on the screen. I'm not holding anything out on you guys. You know, I'm not going to tell you one thing and then I'm going to go play different numbers. I haven't played yet, but I might as well since I did this research. I don't play much anymore, but I still know how to do my research. I told you the number fields and the ones to ignore, really. Another good thing about picking numbers is ignoring. Numbers you should avoid. And because, you know, if you can eliminate a dozen numbers, then you don't pick them in there. You know, you could avoid 60 through 70. It's not happening. Okay, you could avoid 60 through 70. Not happening. A strong chance that that's not happening. Um, once again, on this separate chart, 8 through 14, 15 to 21, that low number field. We've now stretched it to 6 through 21. That low number field, I believe, is going to come out. Um, so, excuse me if I repeat myself sometimes, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. You know, this is not scripted. This is on the fly. Then I may talk about a couple of tips moving forward for the future and what not to do. Usually, when there's low numbers like this, sometimes I don't play because I know there's going to be a winner and sometimes more than one, maybe a few or a handful. Because, like I said, people play the calendar years, events, anniversaries, things like that, things that are important to them. Okay? Um, you know, I would combine low numbers, more on the even side, and if you're going to put any high numbers that have not come out yet, but eliminate 60 through 70. Okay? High numbers that have not come out in a while because it's going to be a combination. And if I had to pick repeat numbers, like I said, I would do 15, I believe I said 28 and 27. 15, 28, 27 repeat numbers. All right? I'm going to put the numbers up. Um, I'll put them strength-wise from left to right as opposed to in numerical order. Okay, so that is the readings. You know, basically, um, so that way you know that I'm not just picking these numbers out of thin air. The trend is your friend in anything having to do with math, and this is some pretty complicated math. And you know, the only advantage we can have over a game like the Lotto, a game of chance, is through trends and playing the probabilities. But you got to know how to look for them. And there's charts and there's way of tracking things. There's even software, as you could imagine. I do a lot of my stuff manually. I like doing it manually. You know, I enjoy it. It probably takes a little more time, but you know, I don't mind it. So there's other trends also. You know, did I get super hardcore readings for this? No, I did not say with certainty it's going to be all even numbers. The only thing I got was I strongly believe it's going to be low numbers mainly. That was the only really strong um, results that came out of this. So anyway, that is it for now. You got that? Like I said, I'm going to put up the numbers, and now I just want to talk about a couple of tips. You know, like I said, don't play quick draw. You know, don't play quick draw. I'm sorry, play quick draw, but don't play quick picks. Don't play quick picks. Um, you know, that's really the number one tip. Don't play quick picks. If you if you hear from me, there's going to be a lower number reading. You may want to skip and play the next time. Um, also, um, pool with someone and you could play more of these numbers. Now, it would be fantastic if you had these wheels in front of you. You could throw these 35 numbers in there and wheel them. And a lot of these wheels come with guaranteed wins. And by guarantee, I don't mean guaranteed you're going to win. I mean that if you lock, let's say four of the numbers, if you trap four of the numbers in there, you'll win something, a second prize, a third prize, which is good. And then you can play the next time. A free play is considered a win in the lotto world. That's why you see that commercial that says, or X amount of winners, hundreds. They even count the free tickets. A lot of us as consumers were like, what do you mean? That's not a win, but they count that as a win. And it is kind of because it's a challenging game to win where the odds are against you. So don't play quick picks. Um, another thing is your lucky cycles. It has to do with astrology and stuff. And basically, they're always around your birthday, the 90-day period of your birthday. So let's say you're a Leo, August. So the whole summer, you tend to be more luckier than any other time. So it's usually the season of your birthday. Let's put it that way because that's what it is. The season of your birthday. Okay. And so another thing is, you know, don't forget me when you win. You know, I'm going to do more in-depth analysis if I get into this and if you guys like this kind of thing. Um, but I'm going to put up the numbers. There's a couple of people I know who want me to give them wheels and stuff. And if you guys put something in the comments, I can send you a wheel. You have to send me, you have to not send me, but tell me how much you want to spend because there's wheels anywhere from $5 to hundreds of dollars. Now, I can't give you one hundreds of dollars because it requires filling out these slips and you get pencilitis, I call it, a blister from filling out a lot of slips. So if you send me something reasonable, if you tell me you're going to play 10 bucks, I could shoot you a wheel if I have time, a wheel where the numbers are there in the proportion they're meant to be. I can shoot you that. Um, Otherwise, you can mix them up yourselves. I'm assuming a jackpot of this magnitude, most people are going to play more than $2, right? You know, and another little thought about the lotto is, listen, 1.6 billion or 10 million, there's really no difference. You know, um, with 10 million, you can live life beyond your wildest dreams. Anything else is just a bonus. 10 million and you are set for generations to come, you know. So 10 million, 1.6 billion, it's all the same. Anything over 10 million, in my opinion, is a bonus. So, you know, the odds are still the same. So don't let the big numbers fool you, the big jackpots. But this is a historic one, and I know a lot of people want to be part of it. All right, so basically I go off trends, but it's not just trends. It's knowing how to look up these trends. And I'm sitting here with my material here. And there's other trends. There's cascades. There's reverse cascades, how to pick a power number. A power number is like a really strong number to come out. If I had to pick a power number for tonight, which means like that one I would include in the wheel. And there are power number wheels. Once you get to know, maybe I'll make a video on what wheeling really is. I would pick 15. I think I gave you the numbers 15, which would be a repeat from the last drawing. And I think 27 or 28 will be my three strongest numbers going into later on. I wanted to say some other things, but I can't recall right now. They were basically some common sense kind of tips on playing the lotto, and stuff like that. But I threw everything out at you, the key parameters of the stuff that I want you guys to keep in mind. All right. And that's about it for now. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Um, maybe I'll put like I said, the book link for you guys to buy. And, I'd rather you guys learn. I don't mind teaching you guys, but that has to be separate. This is a quick analysis because the drawing is later on. So I have to work on the video if I'm going to teach you how to pick certain things. It's not hard. It's trends, a lot of it, and a little complicated math. Yes, I had the calculator out for this. So it is a little bit of math, algorithmic math to figure this out. So there's another one called percentage system. If you guys are interested in that, that's a quick system, and I do have numbers for that. They're slightly different than the numbers I just mentioned. That's the system I'm probably going to send to a friend of mine or a couple of people I know who want some numbers. Um, Simple but accurate system. It's called the percentage system. All right, so that's it for now. Hit subscribe, share this video with anybody who's getting into this. I'm gonna put the numbers up, the link to the book. Let me know. Let Rafi West know. Don't forget me when you win. Have a positive attitude about this. It's fun, but you never know. And we will talk another time. All right. Everybody take care, and I hope to speak with you guys soon. Peace.